All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me on another fantastic episode of your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, we all know how dominant Peter Obi has been in the Nigerian political space for the past 2 years. A lot of people thought his influence was going to fade out after the tribunal, but that has not been the case. And three things have been responsible for that. One, the failure of this government. Two, the fact that everyone who speaks on the way forward in Nigeria today now refers to Peter Obi's template for solving our problems, meaning he is the one with the solutions. And three, the fact that Obi himself has been all over the country letting Nigerians know and understand what true leadership is by visiting and providing for IDP accident victims like he did in Kano hours ago. He visited the victims of the Kano mosque attack. You saw how he went around providing boreholes for some communities who are in dire need of water, who travel several kilometers to get small water. And these activities have kept Obi in the news as much as the entire APC put together. But it was his recent visits to ATIKU and Sule Lamido that drew the most attention. This visit has rocked the APC and Tinubu camp, prompting under fire party chairman Abdullahi Ganduje to call for an emergency reconciliation meeting. In the meeting, they began talking about fixing the problems within the APC so they can confront the challenges ahead and win in 2027. Just imagine how tensed they are. Before I show you details of that update and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video. In this video, Professor Usman Yusuf was giving an overview of Tinubu's 1 year in office, and the man was asking a question. Let them just tell us one thing that they have done that favors the people. And sadly, you and I know that we can't point to one thing. See the video.
I want in the last 1 year, and from next week they will start telling us their propaganda. What have they done that has benefited the ordinary person? What have they done? In a span of 1 year, they have made millions more people back into multidimensional poverty. They have pushed millions more children into out of school because parents cannot pay for their school fees. They have put many more people hungry in 1 year. So what have you done? What have you done? I want government to tell us. Don't give me the story about, oh, they're just floating the dollar. It's all another deception. You increase the taxes, you hike the interest rate, and you borrow money thinking you'll prop the naira artificially. And you keep taxing everybody. Tax. And the economic team, to me, honestly, look more like tax collectors than economists. Taxation does not grow economies. Only production does.
You heard that? Taxation does not grow an economy, only production does. And that was Professor Umar Yusuf condemning the Tinubu administration and pulling a solution straight out of Peter Obi's template on how to fix Nigeria. Production is the way to go. Economies are driven by it. And like he said, what is the positive impact of this government? What have they done in 1 year to improve the lives of Nigerians? Just one thing. Can anybody mention just one thing? Today is May 20, and in 9 days, there will be 1 year in office. Nothing to show. It's been from one tax imposition to another. For the past 8 months, discussions on national minimum wage review have been ongoing. Yet, we have not reached a compromise. But when politicians wanted to increase their own salary by 114%, it happened within the twinkle of an eye. But now it is the people's turn, and they have to set up one committee after the other. And they are paying these committee members billions. Now, ASU is threatening to go on another strike. The people have to know that the APC are only there for themselves. Point blank period. Now, let us look at that emergency APC meeting in response to Obi's meeting of Atiku and Sule Lamido in Abuja, where Atiku expressed his willingness to even step down for Obi in 2027 if PDP decides. As soon as Ganduje saw this, he quickly summoned an emergency APC meeting. Look at how the papers reported it. Ganduje, Sani, other APC Northwest stakeholders brainstorm on challenges planned for 2027. APC stakeholders from Northwest on Sunday in Kaduna brainstormed on some challenges and plans for the future electoral victories, especially 2027. The national chairman of the party, Abdullahi Ganduje, emphasized the imperative for unity and proactive engagement among the stakeholders to propel Nigeria towards prosperity under Tinubu's leadership. The national chairman highlighted the importance of political harmony and unity to achieve success in all endeavors, stressing that progress cannot thrive amidst discord. In his keynote message, Governor Uba Sani of Kaduna said the meeting was to address key issues facing the party, commending the stakeholders for their contributions to the party's growth. Mr. Sani stressed the strategic importance of the Northwest Zone within the party while advocating a consensus approach to issues resolution and adherence to internal party democracy. Earlier in his welcome address, the APC National Vice Chairman Northwest Garba Dati stressed the need to address the obnoxious trend of suspensions within the party, particularly at the ward levels. He identified instigators within the party who are working against its interest, while emphasizing on the importance of adhering to due process and the party's amended constitution regarding suspensions. He explained that the stakeholders meeting served as a platform for open dialogue and strategic planning to address internal challenges and reposition the APC Northwest Zone for future electoral victories. Speaking also at the event, the Speaker, House of Representatives Abbas Tajuddin, called on Mr. Ganduje to constitute reconciliation committees at various levels to mend rifts within the party. He also spoke of the need for peaceful coexistence amongst party members, encouraged forgiveness and collaborations for future successes. All these because Peter Obi met Atiku and Sule Lamido. They are now fidgeting, calling for reconciliations up and down for a party that God will help us to scatter. And in all these, they are not even concerned about the people. They are not concerned about winning the people over. Your government has made over 90% of Nigerians multi-dimensionally poor. And you think the response to an alliance, you think the response to an Obi and Atiku alliance is to settle disputes within your party? How about going back to the drawing board to do what is right so that you can win the people over? They are not even concerned about that. All they believe in is rigging elections. So their plan, the only thing they plan is how to keep their machineries together. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. And this tweet by Tanjiro Kamado says, translation, they are scared of an Obi Atiku alliance. That is it. That meeting that Obi and Atiku and Sule Lamido had is the reason why they are rushing this up, saying they have to resolve their issues within the party. But I don't think anything can be done at this point. I think it will only take, the non-activity and the dormancy and stupidity of Nigerians for APC to force themselves back into power or to remain in power. For me, all the lessons that need to be learned have been taught. So if Nigerians refuse to learn, that is their own problem. And this tweet by Kunle Brown says, anyone talking about 2027 this time needs urgent clinical attention. In the present dark future, all hopes are lost. No hope for food tomorrow. And all the ruling party can do is to gather and begin to talk about how to win elections. Is this not enough proof for Nigerians to know that these people don't care about them? Are you still going to lead with religion and tribe? What are those going to do for you? Will tribe put food on your table? And this tweet by Distance Relative says, only in Nigeria a criminal who was caught on camera stealing taxpayers' money, will still be planning the future of the country. That is Ganduje. He was caught on camera stuffing dollars in his Babariga, and he's standing to talk about 2027. And this tweet by Festus here says, unfortunately, you can speculate about tomorrow, but tomorrow might have other plans for you. Not to think of brainstorming about 2027 in May 2024. God is good. That is it, all the time. APC under this administration are already talking about re-election after just 11 months and 20 days in office. This is like talking about a child's funeral, a baby's funeral on the day of its birth. You look at the situation they have put Nigerians, and all they worry about is re-election. This is because they are career politicians. And this is one thing about career politicians. They know nothing else other than making money from politics. Some of them, in the last 30 to 40 to 50 years, they've not done anything with their lives outside politics. So their priorities are their pockets. It is Nigerians who are at the receiving end of it all that should now say no. This cannot continue. We cannot continue to suffer in a land that has plenty. For the past 3 to 4 weeks in this country, there has been scarcity of petrol, and the government, the NMPCL, and all the stakeholders couldn't tell Nigerians why we are having this kind of biting scarcity all across the country. NMPC boss Kyari came out 3 days into the scarcity to say that the scarcity was as a result of logistics issues, but the issues had been resolved. I said it was a lie. I said this man is lying. This scarcity is going to linger. One APC guy came into the comment section. He started defending Kyari, that I like to condemn everything. Today we have seen that I was right, because I know these people. There is nothing they say that is true. As we speak, ASU is planning to go on strike. So what we are going to have in the coming days is hunger, poverty plus hopelessness, and strike. Remember the number of months. I think we had the longest ever straight strike under Buhari. Now we are about to have this one under Tinubu. Look at what the APC government is doing to the lives of Nigerians. And this is how it is going to continue. I keep saying it. This is how it is going to continue until Nigerians say enough is enough, because these guys will never do right for us. The whole money they put into trying to win election is the first thing they start trying to recover as soon as they get into office. It takes them about 1 year to recover those monies. Then they use the other 1 year and some months to steal money. That is when, that time that you are expecting them to work, that is when they are just having their profits. So they don't even care about you. Before you know it, they start talking about re-election. And that is how the circle continues. Until Nigerians stand up and say, no, we cannot continue like this. We cannot continue to suffer in a land that has plenty. We must take our country back. And when they say so, they have to cast aside tribe and religion and come together and kick the APC out of power. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go away.